All right, let's get right into it. We've all been there, sitting in the dentist chair, hearing the words plaque and tartar thrown around. But what do they actually mean? Well, today, we're going to break it all down so you know exactly what's going on in your mouth and how you can win the battle for your health.
And honestly, if you remember one thing, let it be this. Think of plaque as the daily warning sign, the one you can actually do something about. But tartar, that's the serious consequence of ignoring that warning. This simple idea is the key to everything we're about to talk about. So, let's meet our first character, I guess you could call it, plaque. This is the constant everyday challenge. It's that invisible invader that's always showing up, whether we like it or not.
So what is this stuff really? Well, the fancy scientific term is a biofilm, but don't let that word scare you. It's basically a living, sticky community. It's made up of bacteria, tiny food particles, and your own saliva, all mixed together. You know that fuzzy feeling on your teeth when you first wake up? Yep, that's it. That's biofilm.
I love this analogy. It's just perfect. Every time you eat or drink something, especially with sugars or carbs, you're essentially sending out invitations for a party of bacteria to get started right there on your teeth. And here's the thing, this is not a party you want happening, because these bacteria, they feast on all those sugars and then produce acid. And that acid is the real problem. It starts eating away at your tooth enamel, which is what leads to cavities. And at the same time, it's really irritating your gums. This causes the first stage of gum disease, gingivitis. So if you ever see a little blood when you brush, that's plaque waving a big red flag. So what happens if you don't shut down the party? What happens when that daily invader is just left alone? Well, it evolves into something much tougher. It becomes the hardened villain of our story, tartar.
And you know, this change happens shockingly fast. Plaque is always forming, right? But the real ticking clock starts after about 24 hours. If that plaque isn't removed, it starts to mineralize, using minerals from your saliva, and it hardens into tartar. We're talking within days, that soft, fuzzy film can become a hard, crusty deposit.
This is probably the best way to picture the difference. Plaque is like fresh, fluffy snow. It's soft, you can easily brush it away. But tartar? Tartar is like that thick, stubborn layer of ice on your car's windshield in the winter. You can't just brush it off, right? It's bonded on there, and you need special tools to get it off.
So let's just put them side by side for a second. Plaque is the soft, mostly invisible film that you can feel. Tartar is the hard, crusty stuff that you can often see. It's that yellowish or brownish stain, and you can definitely feel its rough surface. One is a daily nuisance, the other is a stubborn fixture that's not going anywhere until your next dental cleaning.
But look, if you take just one thing away from this whole chart, let it be the removal row. This is absolutely crucial. You have total control over plaque. You can remove it at home with your toothbrush and floss. But once it hardens into tartar, which is also called calculus, you've lost that control. It's game over for at-home care. Only a dental professional, with their special tools, can get that stuff off.
And this is where the story gets even more serious, because the consequences of tartar buildup go way beyond just your mouth. The chronic inflammation it creates can actually have a ripple effect through your entire body. We're not just talking about teeth anymore.
So let's walk through how this happens. It all starts with that reversible gingivitis caused by plaque, but then tartar forms, and it acts like a protective shield for all that bad bacteria, making the inflammation way worse. Your body's response? Your gums literally start to pull away from the teeth, creating these little pockets. And that, my friends, is the point of no return. You've now crossed over into periodontitis, a serious condition where the actual bone that supports your teeth gets damaged. And that damage, it's not reversible. And believe it or not, the threat doesn't even stop there. A growing body of research has linked that chronic inflammation from gum disease to some major health problems. We're talking links to heart disease, making it harder for diabetics to control their blood sugar, and even respiratory infections, because those oral bacteria can get inhaled into the lungs. It's so true what they say, your oral health really is a window into your overall health.
Okay, I know that was a lot of pretty serious news, so let's switch gears and talk about the good news. Let's get to the empowering part, because you have a simple but incredibly powerful action plan to win this battle before it really even gets started.
Here's your game plan. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, be the party pooper. You have to break up that bacteria party every single day. That means brushing thoroughly for 2 minutes twice a day, and super important, cleaning between your teeth every day. Step 2, stop catering the party. Limit the sugary and sticky foods that those bacteria just love to feast on. And step 3, call in the pros. Your dental team is your partner.
They have the tools and expertise to remove any tartar that manages to get past your defenses.
And really, that's the bottom line. The ultimate takeaway is just that simple. You control the plaque, and you will prevent the tartar. By focusing your energy on that soft, removable film every day, you stop the whole chain reaction right at the source.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Take a second and think about your own daily routine. Is it really winning the battle in your mouth? Because winning this isn't about one big heroic effort at the dentist. It's about the small, consistent things you do every single day.